and welcome to the channel. My name is Lisa. If you are new here, this channel is where I share all things witchiness and just life experiences in general. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. I'm glad you're back. So today we're gonna do a bit of a tour. It's kind of a double whammy, and I'm sorry you can probably hear the washing machine in the background because I'm standing in my den, which is also doubles as my studio, the laundry room, and right now my seed starting space. So we're actually gonna start with the seed starting space because I wanted to show you the setup that I have this year, because I wanted to show people what you can do with just a little bit of space, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. Now I had the stands and the table left over from when I was traveling around going to different craft fairs and stuff, so I already had these things. The initial investment for me was like $60 for the lights. And I do plan to add some more lights to my setup. It's just when I went back to Walmart today, they were already sold out. So now is kind of the time of the year where everybody's getting ready to start their seeds. So I'm gonna turn the camera around it, and I'm gonna show you my setup this year. So we have some bigger pots over here. I plan to grow some herbs in these, although right now I haven't planted anything in them because I didn't have enough lights to cover this area. But I did buy another one of these lights to put up on there to help with these larger pots that I'm gonna do seedlings in this year. But then I also have these more traditional seed starting. But these lights right here, these 2-foot lights, they're only like $19.99 at Walmart, and they come with the chain and everything you need to set these up. So I as you can see, I need probably another one of these to make sure that these 2 flats have good coverage. And I figured out that my seedlings got leggy because the light was too far away. So I placed them pretty close to the trays. I'll move them up when I actually have and right now all I have is 1 row of bee balm planted. And then over here, I've got 2 rows of bell peppers, a row of banana peppers, and a row of celery. Of course, you can't see that because the light's in the way. But this is my setup. I'm sorry you can see all the junk in my den is a collect-all room, so it collects all kinds of crap. But this is my setup this year, and it didn't really cost a whole lot of money, and it's only taking up a minimal amount of space. But what I plant in here is gonna hopefully offset a lot of our grocery bill this year. So if you look over here to the left against this wall, is basically an extension of our pantry, and it's what I'm trying to do is get enough food supplies to last us for a year. Now, most of these are purchased cans of food. I went a little overboard on the carrots. I bought way too much carrots, but that's okay. We'll eat them eventually. But I'm trying to get this a lot more organized, and but the end goal is to get enough food to last at least a year, and it's to cover emergencies and stuff like if I lose my job, etc., etc. And so this is my pantry right now. It's kind of it's a little bit chaotic, but hopefully soon I can expand this. But right now, that's what it looks like. This, of course, is my kitchen pantry closet. It's very small, but it is also very full and very chaotic. And I hope to be organizing this really soon. Okay, so I came in here in my bedroom, where it's a little bit quieter, and so I could talk a little bit more about I watch a lot of homesteaders, and my yard is extremely small, so there's not really enough room really to homestead here, and that's okay. And my little backyard garden can produce a lot of food. I am still struggling to get the hang of that. And you know, with the time off last year to take care of mother was, oh god, I was trying not to do that. But there you go. So the time that I spent off taking care of my mother just really sorry, I was having a cramp in the muscles of my neck after that yawn, and so I was a little distracted because I was trying not to yawn. And anyway, trying to take care of my mother, and the drought and everything that happened last year kind of destroyed last year's garden. So I'm very hopeful that this year's garden will turn out a little better. And I'm hoping to learn how to preserve some of the food that I grow. I'm hoping to have an overabundance that will allow me to learn how to preserve. The reason being for that, this year, one of the homesteaders, I don't watch this particular channel, but I know homesteaders that do watch that channel, and they participate in it. And it's hosted by the Three Rivers Homestead, and it's a pantry challenge. And the point of the pantry challenge is not to go grocery shopping for the months of January and February, and they do this every year. It's hosted every year, and so I kind of missed the boat already for the pantry challenge this year. But I'd really kind of like to participate in the pantry challenge next year, which is why I'm hoping to really revamp the pantry that I showed you earlier. So I have more staples there, and can really, I really want to fill that out. So and the point of the pantry challenge is to eat out of your pantry, to eat the stuff that you put away. In my case, that may not really be a possibility. So for me, what I'd like to do as far as my own challenge is concerned is, and I may do this now, my next day off is Monday, and I think I'm going to try to put away some things that will help me with it. But my challenge is, number one, not to drink any more sodas, and two, to not eat so much takeout food and to eat more from scratch. Now, when I cook on a normal basis, I prefer fresh foods, but it's not really recipes. So I think for me, part of my challenge might be to learn some new recipes. I give up. I give up. It's just when I get on to try to film something, I start yawning every single time. So I give up. So anyway, so that may be. I really feel like I kind of need to detox me, and I think staying away from the soda and drinking so much coffee at work and just eating more home cooked meals and less takeout and less convenience foods, and learning how to cook better from scratch would be beneficial to me as far as my health is concerned. So that's the point of doing the little mini pantry tour and showing you what I have started as far as the garden this year. And so now what I'm going to do is take you outside and show you the state of the garden as it is right now and talk a little bit about my plans for the space. Alrighty, here's my little garden. This is what it looks like right now. It's kind of a little bit chaos. So I put these blue tarps down because I didn't have any more cardboard boxes like I have over here, and I'm hoping they're having the same effect, but I honestly don't know. Mostly the only thing growing right now is weeds. So we had a windstorm and it knocked everything over, and so a lot of it is, we got exposed dirt there that I need to cover up. But I weeded over here in this bed, and I see that some of the weeds survived. So I'm going to put another tarp on this. But this is just my very small space of my backyard garden. But you can do a lot in this small space. And as I go along in the year, I'll show you what happens.